Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabanis, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment. We'll give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see it. And today we got another ridiculous show for you guys. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about the Lakers and some comments that Kendrick Perkins made about them. As you guys know, the Lakers, I believe, have lost 3 games in a row. Tonight, I believe they're going to be playing against... who's the team there? I think it's the Pelicans. I could be wrong, but I think they're playing against the Pacers. Excuse me. They're going to be playing against the Pacers, I believe, on the road. And after that, they have the Bulls, or I think on the road at home. I don't know. And then they have the Memphis Grizzlies, who are the number 4 seed, 1 spot ahead of them. But when that Luka Doncic trade went down, I was one of the people celebrating for the Laker fan base because I said, you guys now finally have a player to go into the future with. And Luka over the last few games has been looking fantastic as the Lakers finally getting his mojo back. And given the fact that they've lost 3 games in a row now, of course, you're looking for somebody to blame. And now the new thing is they're blaming Luka Doncic's defense. Imagine the people that were twerking it up all over the table when they got Luka, talking about they're going to win the NBA championship, are now the same people talking about Luka's defense was going to be a detriment. So the question is it just now you're understanding Luka's defense? I'm confused. If you truly analyze the trade properly, you would already know that. So I'm going to assume that you were aware of the fact that Luka has lackluster defense and you were still twerking it up for them. But now all of a sudden the defense is a problem. Let's get to it. This is the article that we want to get into here that highlights some comments, a warning that Kendrick Perkins had to put out to Laker Nation. So let's get into what this article had to say here. Teams are going to search him out. Kendrick Perkins warns Lakers that Luka Doncic's defense will be targeted in the playoffs. The Los Angeles Lakers' place in the postseason is far from sealed. Currently in the 4th spot, now the 5th. The purple and gold can still catch up to the Denver Nuggets for the 3rd or even drop to as far as the 8th in their recent trend of lackluster defense if their recent trend continues. Safe to say, this time of the season is not the best time to be slacking off on the defensive end. According to ESPN's Kendrick Perkins, the Lakers, especially superstar guard Luka Doncic, better shape up on that end of the floor if they want to make some noise in the loaded Western Conference. Perk called out Luka. Perkins, a 6'10" big man who played in 143 playoff games, knows all too well how the intensity is ratcheted up in the postseason. And at this point, contending teams are already gearing up to bring the pain in the NBA playoffs. However, according to the outspoken commentator from Texas, the Lakers have missed that memo. Teams that are considered legit title contenders right now, their coaches are mixing it up a little, meaning that their teams playing at a high level, they're figuring out different rotations, they're throwing in different types of defensive schemes, offensive sets. They're mixing it up, getting ready and gearing up for the postseason, Perk said on NBA Today. Right now, the Lakers look gross, especially defensively, he stressed. Perk, who won the title with the Boston Celtics in 2008, has an issue with Doncic's defensive effort. Although it's widely known that defense has never been the Slovenian's strongest suit, Kendrick asserted he must do better or risk becoming a liability once the postseason rolls around. The defensive effort that Luka has been putting forth has to be called out. He has to be to do better on defense. He has to bring that energy like he does on the offensive side of things. He cannot be a liability because teams are going to search him out, especially when you look at the athleticism they have around the league at the wing and guard positions, Perkins stated. And then he says, playoff basketball, you're going to put Luka in his help side position where he's got to be the helper. Put him in a pick and rolls where has to be the one that shows on the guard. They're going to put him in every scenario to have play defense and think as a defender, Boozer explained. And then the article then goes on to say a few other things there. What are my thoughts about this? Kendrick Perkins is complaining about defense. LeBron hasn't played defense in years, bro. And that still didn't stop you for twerking it up all over the table for him. LeBron hasn't played defense in years. He plays defense in spots. Number 1. Number 2, Luka, when he was playing with the Dallas Mavericks, had other players that would take up the defensive slack. Dorian Finney-Smith, PJ Washington, some of the other players that they had on their roster. Luka has never been a great defender. Kyrie picked it up on the defensive side of the floor. Last year in various stretches of the playoffs, Luka Doncic picked it up on the defensive side of the floor. Luka's defense was good enough to get to the finals. Luka was in the finals. Were the Lakers in the finals last year? I'm trying to figure it out. But I know where this is going. These guys are transparent, man. It's like we're looking at a plastic bag. They're transparent. I already know what they're doing. What these guys are doing, they think they're so smart. They're trying to build in seeds of doubt and looking for the scapegoat, because then if the Lakers don't perform, they can say, oh, it's Luka's the reason. There must always be a scapegoat. They're always looking for who to blame. This has been the story with these guys. It's so obvious. But they keep doing it and they're thinking people are stupid. And when people call them out, they start crying in the comment. Oh, man, why are you going at us like that, man? Come on, man. We know what you dudes are doing. Luka was in the finals last year, man. Where was you dudes at? Y'all was at home watching Sun in the finals. As a matter of fact, Luka probably didn't win because maybe his conditioning ran out and Boston just they whooped their asses. But they were in the finals. Where were you guys at? You were at home. You were at home. You were at home. The fact is, Luka nor LeBron plays defense. None of them. Watch games. They don't play defense. They have the same personality. When they don't get a call, they sit up there and they whine. They go to the rim, they miss a shot, they complain, they don't get back. We all know it. They have the same behavior, the two of them. But now all of a sudden, Luka needs to be more attentive on the defensive side of the floor. Luka needs to pick it up. Luka needs to do, yeah, we get it. Y'all are looking for a scapegoat and y'all trying to turn it into Luka. I don't know how Luka can be the scapegoat when he puts up better numbers every single night when he plays than LeBron when they play on the same team. I'm lost. He's clearly their best player. He puts up better numbers every single night. He scores way effortlessly. Every single night. It's not even funny. He scores effortlessly. Effortlessly. Now he's not even looking at LeBron no more. Before they were like, oh, Luka's different. Now he don't even look at him. He just be out there doing this thing like, yo, spot up over there. Go run the floor or something. Do something for me. Like, get back on D or whatever. He's a better player. And this hurts their souls. They don't want to hear it. Right? So y'all going to look for another scapegoat. When are y'all going to get off of it? If it ain't going to be Luka, they're going to blame Austin Reeves. You notice the person they never blame. They're always hovering around him. So it's been the story with you guys. Ever since LeBron became a Laker, that's why I can't support the Lakers until LeBron leaves. They got this weird-ass fandom that follows him. All they do is blame players. It's been happening since Cleveland. First it was the coach. They fired him. Then it was the next coach. They fired him. Then it was this role player. Who do you know that always looks for role players to blame? That's what they do. They blame role players. It's so pathetic, but they just won't stop. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think. So my conclusion is I don't take none of this seriously, because these were the same dudes jumping out the window talking about they saved the NBA. Now all of a sudden they need to be on the lookout for defense. All right, whatever. I'm out, man. Catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.